Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to the channel. On today's video, another quick one for you guys. So we're going to have a look inside of SERUM 2 today and see how we can use the new sampler function. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Here we go. So here I already have a beat in here in audio. So we've got something like this at the moment. So you can hear that just repeats itself every time. It's just an audio sample. So let's say we want to make this more interesting. So let's set up over here a new instrument track. Inside our instrument track, we'll go and select a SERUM. So we'll just come in here and SERUM 2, there we go. So we're going to go to sample in this case, and let's just move this over here because what we want to do is we want to put this into here. It is just a case of drag and drop, but you can't drag from here. As you can see, you have to go into your edit mode, and then from there you can drag from the edit mode and you end up with the sound inside there. Let's make sure this is solo so we can hear it. Let's have a listen. We end up with that. So let's go off filter. Here it's a bit quiet, so we can turn it up a bit. We're in one shot at the moment, so let's figure out what this does here. So if we right click on here, you can see slicing is off. So if we want to, we can put this into auto slice mode or slice manually. We're going to choose slice auto, which is going to automatically predict where it wants to slice it based on this line across here. And you move this up, you get less, and you move it down and you get more slices. As you can see, we're going to go all the way, and then we end up with. So we've now got these, okay. The first thing we want to look at is maybe using the different modes here. So one thing I'm going to do is stick a relative loop on. So this is going to keep it relative to the BPM basically. So it's not going to go out of time. It's going to pretty much stick whatever I do to it, will stick these loops within the timing of whatever you've got set on your BPM. So then we're going to come back in here and we're going to select, like, let's go forward loop. So this means every time I press a key, depending which key I press, it's just going to continue playing from there. So if I press the first key, it's just going to play from the beginning all the way to the end. Okay, but if I press another key, it will start from there. Okay, and then you can put this into forward reverse mode. So stuff like that. We're going to keep this in forward mode just for the moment. So what we're also going to do is we're going to come inside of the clip, and we're going to take advantage of this now. You can do the same thing here by clicking up here or hovering your mouse here by using the scroll button. You can zoom in and out, and over here you can make this longer, for example. So we might want this to be, for example, 2 rather than just 1. So once you've got your length sorted, so now we've got like 2 bars there. So what we're going to do is find the sample start, which is there. And let's draw this in, and we get, let's play this. Let's see what happens. So we're going to note there, we want this one here. That's better, let's try it. So say we're happy with that, just for example. One thing you can do in here as well is you can go to this mode section here, and we can make this random, for example. You can see there's quite a few different options here. Let's just choose the random for the moment. And you can see it now splits it up by the division here of time. If we want a bar, it's going to split it every single bar basically. So there's 1 and then the 1 here. Let's put this on 1/2, for example, and then you can see the lines appear every half bar, which means randomly it's going to play these. So let's have a listen. Okay, so you can get some sort of randomized loops there. If you don't want this one on here, what you could do as well is you could, for example, let's copy this one. So let's copy and then paste clip in here. come back over to this one, and then we'll just take the randomization off, put it back on normal, and then this one will play normally. Then you can flick between the different ones on here. So let's come back out of here though, let's come in here now, and what we want to do is start playing around with a few of the things we have. So this scan allows us to kind of almost like play around with the time stretching a bit, so listen to this. Okay, so we put that on 100 again. So we could, for example, if we wanted to, have this here, and this could go all the way down here. Get some weird slowness going on there, so we could call this one slow, for example. And on here, what we could also do is we could also beef this up, which is one thing in here, so we could send this to a tube just to make it a bit fatter. And then we could go on here and we could put this to like the FM, and then we could turn this on, and we can turn this down, and let's bring this down a couple of octaves, and then this will act as like an FM from there, so we get stuff. Get stuff like that, so we can also control this with the macro, so that we can do the same thing, and we'll call that FM, for example, like that. There you go. And one more really cool thing we could do to this as well, just to funk it up even extra, is play with the length, the sample length here. So let's use a macro to control this, and let's drag this onto the loop end here. So this is the end, and then you've got the loop start here. We need to make sure we drag this down, but we're not going to go all the way to 100. We're going to go to 99, as 100 kind of goes beyond what we want, but 99 is like the limit of this. So what this ends up giving us is this. We get kind of glitches, so we can call this one glitch. And now we've got a kind of glitch effect as well. So that's another thing you can do. And if you play with these modes now as well, so we can go to reverse mode, for example. We can kind of get that, but we could also go into like forward reverse as well. We get okay, cool. So that's all I really wanted to share with everyone today, was how to use the sample function within SERUM 2. Have a play, guys, see what you come up with, and I hope you have fun with that. And until the next one, take care of yourselves, and peace.